It's like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
And you've already got this song stuck in your head for the rest of the day, maybe even the week. The DuckTales theme song is arguably one of the most memorable TV themes ever. From the instantly recognizable opening bass line to the sing-along, every section of this nostalgic masterpiece is catchy and memorable. But why is that? Well, I'm certainly no authority on music, as I'm only good for Hamilton parodies and Scooby-Doo theme song mashups. So I reached out to my friends from the self-deprecating romantic pop rock duo RKVC to help fill me in on the musical secrets and history that make the DuckTales theme song a near perfect composition. In the spring of 1986, Disney was on the hunt for a theme song that would accompany their brand new action-adventure animated series featuring ducks. But they didn't want it to sound too cartoony. The executives specifically wanted a pop song fit for the radio. After meeting with Disney, songwriter Mark Mueller dove headfirst into the project. In only 45 mere minutes, the entire song, the chords and the melody, the lyrics and the structure, it all came pouring out. The final product is infectious, to say the least, and it's inspired countless covers over the years, including this one that you'll be hearing throughout the video, performed by the Niswanders. And I know that's a little bit weird considering my own last name, but let's try not to read too much into it. The universe is wacky. Life is like a hurricane. Let's move on. In asking what makes the DuckTales theme so catchy, we may as well be asking what makes any song catchy. Although there's no universal algorithm in writing memorable songs, there are a few basic practices in pop music theory that can help us understand why we love a song so much. The first component, the king over everything, is the melody. It's generally what you think of when you remember your favorite song or jingle. For the most part, the catchiest melodies move within the boundaries of just a few steps, notes climbing or descending like a staircase, or just generally sticking close together. You can see this in the opening line of the DuckTales theme, but it's much more prominent in the chorus, where the melody climbs and falls in a tight range of 3 notes. With, of course, the exception of those glorious woo-hoos. After the exhilarating cry of DuckTales, which opens the chorus, Mueller left a 6-beat lyrical gap, which would famously be filled by an enthusiastic woo! These verbal exclamation points are reminiscent of what recent music history has dubbed the Millennial Whoop. The Millennial Whoop is a melodic phrase that typically alternates between the 5th and 3rd notes of a chord, creating a short and catchy sing-along moment. You've definitely heard it before. In fact, this is the exact same interval as the WhooHoo in the DuckTales theme song, although the precise exclamation varies from language to language. Even in English it's unclear. The recent DuckTales special is titled Woo-Oo, but Mueller said it was always intended as more of a woo-hoo. So how will our divided nation ever heal? Back on track, there are intentional exceptions to a tight melody where larger intervals are used to create a distinctive moment. For example, Somewhere Over the Rainbow starts off with a full octave jump in the first 2 notes. From there, the melody stays within a few steps of each other until the octave motif repeats later on. That octave jump on the lyric Somewhere is the most memorable part of the song and instantly recognizable. The DuckTales theme song uses a similar trick in the opening bass line, alternating octave jumps from the intro through the first verse. The structure of the song also lends itself to the same archetypes that make hit pop songs. Most songs at the top of the charts have verses, choruses, and a bridge or development before returning for another round of choruses. This is abridged in the DuckTales theme song because of time constraints, but it still has a verse, a chorus, and a short bridge before one last chorus. This structure has been wired into our brains to be pleasant since the eras of classical music. Pop song structures are often compared to sonata form in classical music composition, where an exposition, a couple of related themes like a verse and a chorus, repeats until a development, like the bridge of a pop song, presents a more tonally unstable melody before transitioning into a recapitulation, a verse and or chorus. And what was good for Mozart still holds true for modern songwriters. Just ask Max Martin, the king of hit songs. Even if you don't know him by name, you've definitely heard his work.
I must confess, I still believe I can feel my face when I'm with you. I kissed a girl, but I did. You made a really deep cut, and baby, now we got bad blood.
In addition to sonata form, Martin discussed in a recent interview the importance of not flooding a song with too many recent elements all at once. Quote, "There shouldn't be too much information in the overall sound. I work a lot on getting it all as clear and distinct as possible. There should never be too many new elements introduced at the same time, one at a time. Like in a movie. You can't introduce 10 characters in the first scene. You want to get to know one before you're ready for the next." End quote. And this rings true in the DuckTales theme song. It starts small with just the bass line, then the vocals, then horns, keys, and the rest of the elements gradually being introduced to build a sense of excitement by the time that last chorus soars. It's incredible. Lyrically, the DuckTales theme song succeeds in making it feel relatable, despite being about a fictitious city where anthropomorphic animals go on daring adventures every day. With the first lyric,
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
it sets the tone and makes you feel like you want to go on an adventure that's about to happen. Mueller was specifically given instructions by Disney to inject as much thrilling comic book imagery into the lyrics as possible. Hence the line,
Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes, it's a duck blur.
as the title of the show punctuates each line of the chorus. It primes you with familiarity before throwing in a surprise,
DuckTales.
so you don't get too comfortable. The use of rhymes at the ends of phrases is, of course, fairly common practice, but DuckTales' use of rhymes at the beginnings and ends of phrases makes it all the more memorable. For example, take a listen to these lines right here.
Danger! Watch behind you. There's a stranger out to find you.
And all of these lyrics are expressed through the vocals of singer Jeff Pichetto, whose voice attacks the song with a genuine excitement. My favorite part being the line that rockets into the chorus.
Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo!
God, that's like musical crack! Of course, a big reason some of us love old songs doesn't even have anything to do with music theory or lyrical styling. Familiarity and nostalgia go a long way in making us love something as intangible as auditory input. But more so, music affects our brains on a larger scale than other non-musical sounds, as neuroscientist Daniel Levitin explains.
In my own laboratory, where we do brain scans of people while they listen to music, we found that music activates every region of the brain that has so far been mapped. We are now beginning to understand that more so than anything else, music is a kind of food or fuel for the brain.
And when you're gearing up for an adventure with Scrooge McDuck and his nephews, I can't imagine there being any better fuel than this minute-long pop gem.
DuckTales. Woo!
But what do you think? Why is the DuckTales theme so catchy? Is there any chance it'll come out of my head anytime soon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll respond to some of them in Monday's Tales from the Comments video. Once again, a massive shout out to RKVC. Please go check out their channel. It'll be linked in the description and at the end of this video. They did a video all about DuckTales covers, the best ones, the worst ones. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out. And as always, a huge thanks to our patrons, especially Christopher Lang, Keaton Lampert, Mike Harville, Elizabeth Monsell, and the rest of the wonderful nerds who support us over at patreon.com/nerdsync. I encourage you to watch more NerdSync. Click or tap right here to see our latest video, or right down here to see RKVC's video on DuckTales covers. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Scott, reminding you to read between the panels and grow smarter through comics. See ya.